Hey everybody, welcome to Sportsman's Warehouse, an exclusive AnglersChannel.com video coming to you this Thursday, the 28th of February, which is tournament time. We got fishing manager Craig Baird with us in the Columbia store right off Piney Grove Road exit off I-26 here in Columbia. And Craig, tournaments everywhere. 3 weeks ago we had a monster on Murray, the CBC, which I think we had 10 bags over 20 pounds. We got the BFL coming to town this Saturday. That's going to be a big one. I would expect similar numbers to what we saw 2-3 weeks ago. I think they'll be close to 175, 200 boats. If it's a full field, you got a $5,000 payout. You got a lot on the line, and obviously you got points implications and everything else when you fish the BFLs. But Murray's just fishing well right now. You know, one thing I noticed at the tournament 3 weeks ago was how healthy the fish looked.
Oh, yeah.
They look great.
Yeah, a lot of bigger fish being caught, and it seems like more and more you're seeing the 5-pounders coming in left and right. You know, the bags are usually somewhere for the winners. The top 5 have been somewhere around 22, 23, 24 pounds. You know, it's just a lot of fish being caught.
Yeah, there really have been, and it's been exciting to watch when you're at the weigh-ins. Now, with that being said, we've also had an interesting weather dynamic the last couple of weeks. It's called rain, and we've had a lot of it. So there's going to be a lot of stained water up the river on Murray, as is most lakes that have seen all this precipitation. But with that being said, you're going to have two very distinct type patterns and angles that these anglers are going to go after Saturday. There are going to be some that really hunt for that stained water up the river, and there are going to be some that stay down at the lower end near the dam and up near Drew Allen State Park. So with that being said, we thought we'd give you a couple patterns for those two types of attacks that we think most of these guys are going to take.
Yeah, we got a lot of different baits coming in. You know, it's early, but they're still cranking up the shipment, so we're getting a lot of things in. Last year, half-ounce jig. This year, probably going to be about the same thing. Last year's color, orange and brown, half-ounce. Don't really recall exactly what it was brand-wise, but we got Strike Kings here. Got some new stuff coming in from Pepper jigs. Half-ounce. We got, pretty much whatever you're going to need. We're gonna have it here for you.
All right. Well, let's talk about some of the crankbait bites that people are going to be going after, and because there's always a good crankbait bite this time of year.
Yeah, and if you're gonna be looking for fish, you need a search bait, and it seems like the square bill seems to be where it's at lately. Everybody's out searching for fish, and the small shallow running square bills, KVD series of 1.5s. Always a good choice, always a popular choice around here. But new colors coming in. This happens to be one of the newer colors, the neon bluegill. So, there's a lot of fresh stuff for everybody to look at.
Well, I tell you what, Strike King, we just did a thing with Andy Montgomery yesterday. Strike King really does an amazing job in their R&D department, coming out with new stuff for each and every year. But not just new stuff that guys are excited to throw. I mean, everybody's talking about some of the new KVD baits that have come out, and as you say, they got colors, they've got great colored skirts. I mean, they've really got it all. So you guys have got a tremendous Strike King selection here at Sportsman's Warehouse. With that being said, obviously the fish are starting to move up. Water temps are not coming up as quickly as maybe you would expect because we're still having a lot of cold mornings. The high today is in the mid-50s, but this weekend the high is going to be 46, 47 degrees with the lows in the high 20s. So it still feels like winter fishing, and that's a good thing because most guys will tell you if the cold weather can hang around, the bigger bite's going to be there.
Yeah, and the cold weather isn't scaring anybody out the water. There was a lot of boats last week, and a lot of boats going to be out there this week, and a lot of fish being caught consistent regardless of the weather.
Well, all right, let's say we get 175, 200 boats at the BFL this Saturday. What's your prediction on what the winning weight will be and what it's going to have to be to really get a top 5 check?
It's been consistent. A lot of people say, well, you're not going to find the 20-pound bags, but the reality is they're coming in at the winning guys 20, 23, 24. Last year was 25, so it's probably going to be 22 and change.
All right. Well, we're going to watch that very, very closely, and obviously it's a busy weekend all over the region. Don't forget, all these products we show you each and every week here at Sportsman's Warehouse are available online 24/7 at www.sportsmanswarehouse.com. And if you're in the Columbia area or you're in Roanoke, Virginia, or Lexington, Kentucky, or Chattanooga, Tennessee, or Memphis, Tennessee, there's a Sportsman's Warehouse near you. Go by. Their fishing departments are stocked. And if you got a guy like, Craig here, he can tell you what the tournament anglers are talking about when they're heading out to any of these area lakes, whether it's Santee, Murray, Clarks Hill, Wiley. We got a huge tournament on Wiley this weekend. Wateree. This is the place you want to come and find out what's up. Man, good seeing you. It's an exciting time of the year when you're on the fishing side of the table here at Sportsman's Warehouse. And folks, we'll see you next week.